Hey guys, welcome back to Investing with Daddy. So today, I want to take another quick look at XPR Network. As you can see, we are bouncing off that Fibonacci line. Here we are on the 1 hour chart, and we are bouncing off that zero line on the Fibonacci. We have a strong support at about 448, and then let's see if we can bounce back up and see if we can go to that Fibonacci line of the 618 of the golden ratio up here somewhere. But for now, we have found support at this area, in my opinion, at the 50479 level. This candle just opened up. So this candle, we are on the 42nd minute mark. And this one this is our hourly candle. So it will close in 42 minutes and we are green. We are pushing back up. And let's see if we can break through that Fibonacci line of the 0.236, so the 23% fib line. But we are bouncing off. Our site is looking bullish. We're pointing back up. Let's check out our stock RSI as well. And yes, we are also bullish, pushing back up to the top. And let's see if we can get out of this funk right now. Also today, I believe today we get the Fed minutes. But let's make sure real quick. Let's show this tab. So today, February 19th, we should get the Fed minutes. And yes, here we go at 1 p.m. The Fed minutes will come out. And let's see what Jerome Powell and his people spoke about for last month's meeting. And let's see if they're dovish or hawkish on that meeting that they had last month. Also, something else I've been doing some research on Congressman Zach Nunn. He was on a talk with the Nasdaq with the CEO of Metallica, Marshall Hayner, and also the CEO of Bonafide. Let's go check out that tab real quick. So let's check this out.
Financial operations. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, and joining me for this special edition of Trade Talks is Congressman Zach Nunn, serving as the U.S. representative for Iowa's 3rd Congressional District. Marshall Hayner.
So that's Zach Nunn. Let's also check this out that I thought was pretty cool. So Trump, he endorsed Zach Nunn back in 2022, I believe. Yep, on July 8th, 2022. Let's watch this real quick.
Former President Donald Trump is now putting his weight behind the Republican running for Congress in Iowa's 3rd District. Zach Nunn earned Trump's endorsement this week. Trump is the latest high-profile Republican to endorse the state senator. Former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley.
So Zach Nunn is bullish on blockchain, cryptocurrency, and he does like the CEO of Metallica, John Hayner. Let's go back to this real quick.
And John Ainsworth, CEO of Bonafide. And we're here to discuss how blockchain is shaping the future.
Well, John Ainsworth, he's the CEO of Bonafide, and Metallicus, they took over Bonafide.
Of banking policy and services. We'll also highlight the onboarding of 80 credit unions into blockchain technology, discuss implications for policy, and envision the next frontier for blockchain in the financial ecosystem.
On this interview, there's something that I found very intriguing. So John Ainsworth speaks about shared banking. So credit unions, they work most of the time out of a state or a city. A credit union is a nonprofit. Big banks are for profit, like JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, all the big dogs, they are for profit. Credit unions are nonprofit and they work only in small towns or in states. And there are also some federal credit unions. But let's see what John Ainsworth says. He says something very interesting that I found out about share banking. So let's see what he says.
to get to the intended destination. So for me, for that economy where everything's open, we have open API, we have open banking, that digital identity actually becomes very important. I think the other thing is if you look at our universe for cooperatives, we have a term called shared branching. And for
so shared branching is when credit unions can contact other credit unions in different states.
Credit unions, it's basically a way to compete with some of the larger institutions, where if I went to a credit union in California, but I actually lived in Florida, I can make deposits or withdrawals because that's the convenience, right? I need to actually go into a physical location. Well, you can imagine the challenge with that of I show up to a branch in California, they're like, well, who's John and how do we authenticate John and how do we know John is John? That's the one side. And then if we're actually sending money, well, how do I find the most efficient, safe way to actually get that money transferred? And so that's kind of a real world use case where we're looking.
So that's a big deal that Metallicus, they bought out Quantify, and the CEO, John Ainsworth, also went to work at Metallicus. Some info I found about shared banking is right here. Let me share this tab. So shared branching in credit unions refers to a collaborative approach among credit unions. So basically, it's shared branching. Credit unions will talk to other credit unions. They can share ATMs, share membership benefits. That's a big one. And yeah, in my opinion, that makes XPR Network and Metallicus a good safe play. If we get this to pop off, I think XPR Network should do very well. Also, something else I found interesting in this interview was on the 19-minute mark, 19th and 15-second minute mark. Oh yeah, so Zach Nunn, he basically says that he's very optimistic about Trump and the House and Congress for blockchain. Just watch it real quick. At the 19-minute, 15-second, sorry here. Maybe I should share that tab.
Policy.
Well, I think first and foremost, if anybody wants to dive into a new technology, this administration, this Congress, both the House and the Senate, have really prioritized what we can do in cryptocurrency. You're seeing it already in the subcommittees that are being established. French Hill, the chair of financial services, is making digital assets a huge part, a lead, if you will, to follow on Patrick McHenry's committee here to make digital assets a not only investment opportunity, but a daily exchange. And that requires not only blockchain, but a regulatory environment that allows it to be successful. Paired with that is coming out of this, as was mentioned, CFTC side. This is the guys out of Chicago, the commodity piece. How do we get new innovation coming in here? The Trump administration has made very clear that there's going to be a large opportunity for folks who want to dive into the cryptocurrency world. We're not going to make everybody be a Bitcoin and meet those same standards on day one. That just crushes all innovation. So where can they come up and really find that they have an opportunity before they go into a SEC, very strict monetary policy? Commodities market, I'm like, guy from Iowa, we're familiar with how commodities work, whether it's corn or hog barrels. We want to make sure that we got the opportunity for new innovation to come around and give them a pathway. CFTC has been a very good partner in this. So this is matching up what's happening on the executive.
So that's very optimistic in my opinion. Zach Nunn, he knows what he's saying. He's been there for a while, and he said it himself that seeing Trump there makes him more optimistic on blockchain. Let's go check out real quick the Bitcoin chart before we leave. To crypto. To the 1-day chart of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has fallen since the 25th of February. No, since the 4th of February. It is in a downtrend, but it looks like Bitcoin has bounced off that 0.236 Fibonacci line right here. It bounced off here, and it should start to push up. Let's see our stock RSI. It is looking bullish. Let's see if we can push up and get some positive price action. And today at 1 p.m. we do get the Fed minutes. So let's see what Jerome Powell and his people spoke about for last month's meeting. Anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.